change this thing around. You know, it's not gonna happen one by one or tomorrow morning. So we just need a lot of people, you know, to buy in, and we're gonna buy in, and we're gonna do anything that we can. So we're just trying to turn the program around.
Corey, you think you scared some teams maybe that are getting ready for the tournament with what you guys showed tonight?
I mean, I don't think any team just takes us lightly. You know, last year, you know, they probably knew that it was a dub on their schedule, but this year, you know, they know that they got to play hard. They got to out tough us. They got to out something us to win the game. You know, that's what I like about it. And you know, we're just gonna keep fighting. We're gonna keep fighting and show these teams that, you know, we can win. And we showed a couple games when we played how we're supposed to play.
Sorry if you were asked this already, just take us through that last sequence. You dribble up the court, that hit, 4 layups, over past like 5 minutes later, tie up the game, to lead again. What was going through your mind?
Well, the play was supposed to be the same play that we ran before when I got laid to tie the game, which was a clear out. You know, have D come, he cleared out. I went to go to my left, and D's man collapsed on me. I really didn't have no choice but to either shoot it or pass it, and you know, I didn't want to just throw any kind of shot up, so I just gave it to D. You know, figure if he makes it or he don't make it, you know, we're gonna go to overtime. But he made a big shot, so you know, that's all that was to it. He made a big time shot. You know, he's a big time player. He made a big time play.
What do you think it says about this team, the way you responded from poor performance against Maryland?
That was just a bad game for us. You know, don't take that and run with it. We're gonna play hard. We're gonna fight until the end. You know, it's a 40-minute league, and you know it came down to 40 minutes today. So we're gonna fight every game.
Where's your confidence level going into the tournament?
I mean, you know, I'm just confident in my team, you know, that we can win games. Which I think we're all confident that we can win games if we all play right. So I ain't really too big-headed about the win, but you know, it feels good, and it feels good to win before you go on to that Big Ten tournament. So we're just gonna keep working and try to win more games there.
We've talked before about John Wall, and I think your grandma's from DC. Are you excited to play at the Verizon Center?
I mean, yeah. I don't really. That's what John Walden play at.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Okay, Wizards play there, so that's gonna be nice. Yeah, a good arena to play in, and you know, I'm just focused on winning. I don't really care where we playing at. You know, I don't care if we're in Florida or wherever we're at. I just want to win. You know, that's gonna be my goal, is to go in there and win.
You've been following the 4 or 5 teams that.
Some guy always hits me up and asks me, "We're gonna go to CBI or things like this." You know, I just tell him I don't know. You know, I don't really know about any of that stuff. You know, I guess we're just worried about that when the season's over. So you know, I hope we can get into some kind of tournament. But you know, right now, we're just gonna focus on winning wins.
Corey, sorry if you already answered this, but just in terms of your mindset as a player, you know, you started 1 for 10 from the field, and then you hit those 5 huge drives down the stretch. You know, how did it affect your confidence and just, you know, your attitude in terms of continuing to battle?
Yeah, I just wanted to stay aggressive. I felt like last game when I was cold against Maryland, like I just stopped attacking. I only shot the ball 9 times. You know, I usually get up at least 13, 14. So I was kind of mad at myself when I got home. So like today, I wasn't gonna let it affect me. You know, I was cold, but I just wanted to keep attacking. You know, and hopefully it was gonna fall, which it did today. And that was a big boost for us.
A year ago, you hit that shot against Illinois, went viral, sent it to triple overtime. Today, you guys win the game winner. What is it about?
Yeah, that's crazy. I walked in the locker room. I was like, "D, it's something about Illinois." It's like last year was overtime. It would have been overtime. He missed the shot. So you know, that was just a big time play. Somebody mentioned that to me earlier today too. Like, man, what if y'all went on a buzzer beater? You know, it's crazy that we went on a buzzer beater. So you know, that's a good feeling. Illinois is always a good team, and it was a good win for us.
This is the last game of the regular season, so you had 1 full year playing for Coach Peichel. I've been watching him a lot on the sidelines recently. He's so energetic, and against Maryland, I saw him kind of play defense behind guys. What's it like to play for guys that energetic on the sidelines?
You know, he's a very energetic coach. That's what he brings. You know, he brings to the table every day in practice. You know, he's the loudest one. He's the most intense. You know, and he just wants everything to be you know, high motor, high speed. Wants you walk throughs, wants you to cut full speed. You know, and he's just one of those guys that like I said, just makes you want to play hard and makes you want to fight for him, go to war with him, because you know that he has your back.
Corey, what was this conversation you had with Deshaun? What's going on about it?
Yeah. So we was in practice the other day, and I don't know how it came down to something about him trusting me and me trusting him. And he was like, you know, I don't know if I can trust you. I'm like, D, but I would trust you. Like, I would trust you. And, you know, that was just something we were talking about yesterday. And then,
when when you saw him there, did that conversation sort of flash in your head, or did that residual play a role?
After he made the shot, he came up to me like, "Yeah, you can trust me. You can trust me." I'm like, "Man, that's crazy." But yeah, I trust him. I trust each and every one of my teammates, and that was a big time shot. He showed a lot of strength with that one because I had a shot where I could have tied the game in Michigan. It was a bad shot, and in those positions, those are hard plays to make. That was a big play that he made. So I give all my everything to him. That was he played a great game with 21 points. 5 rebounds. He played a great game.
What does this do for you guys going to DC? Changes everything, right? Momentum wise.
Yeah,
to get one over the top finally.
We're just rolling. We're gonna roll with it. We're just gonna keep playing hard. That's how we win our games. We play hard, play good defense, and we can get a win.
Talking about the trust with players, what did it mean to see Jake come in and give you a couple meaningful minutes off the bench?
Jake works hard every day. That's something about Jake. He's gonna work hard every day. He pushes me every day. And I don't take it light on him. I know he's a walk-on, but I go at him like I'll go at anybody else. He's been a big reason why this team has blossomed the way it does because he works so hard, and we see somebody else working hard like that don't even got a scholarship. It just makes you want to work hard. I trust Jake when he's in the game. He knows how to pass the ball. He's a good facilitator, and he plays great defense. He hustles. So I have nothing but love for Jake.
Do you feel that stretch for him gave you a little bit of chance to catch your breath?
It definitely did, and they went on a little run too. That was great for us. So I thank him for that. I was a little winded, and they were just in there, running the offense. Might hit 2 big threes for us. It was just a good stretch right there.
Thanks, Corey. Congratulations.
Did winning this game for CJ